Riot hit Manipur now. The situation on the ground is tense. The centre's intervention and heavy army deployment have brought some stability to the violence-hit region, but instances of fresh violence are still being reported. There have been casualties, but there is no official word on it yet. Trains to Manipur have been cancelled. The government of Meghalaya and Mizoram are evacuating their citizens from Manipur, and over 1,000 people are seeking shelter in Assam's Chachar district, which is very close by. In all, 11,000 people have been evacuated from Manipur. The Congress and an RJD MP, Manoj Jha, have written to President Draupadi Murmu calling for president's rule in the state. They say the BJP government, led by Biren Singh, has failed to maintain law and order in Manipur. The violence started after tribals protested the grant of ST status, which means scheduled tribe status, to the majority Meitei community in Manipur. The conflict is essentially a conflict between the hills and the valley. Let me go straight across to my colleague Nibir. He's been there. As you know, internet has been suspended in Manipur for the next 5 days. So getting out pictures or any reports is extremely tough. But this is what Nibir shot in the day today. This is the report he sent us. Let's take a look at that, and then we'll go to him for a live update.
As you can see to my left, this used to be a shopping mall, and this shopping mall has now been totally destroyed. If you look at the situation here, all the stones that have been pelted towards the shopping mall, and it has been burned down by the unidentified miscreants that took to the streets yesterday and day before yesterday. And then look at the situation of the entire shopping mall, completely demolished and destroyed, and whatever that has been left of the shopping mall, people are coming to salvage that. And this is very important symbolically, because this shopping mall is in a place where the locality is surrounded by tribal people, and this was one of those areas which saw a lot of violence in Imphal. And now with the introduction of security forces, there are a lot of security forces patrolling in these areas now. But that time this was totally destroyed by this arson and vandalized by unidentified miscreants, wherein the law and order situation of Manipur was completely at toss.
Let's go straight across to Nibir, who is joining us on the phone line from Manipur. Nibir, we've just seen the report that you've shot in the day today. You can see the aftermath of the violence that had broken out on Wednesday night. Can you tell us what the situation is on the ground? Has there been violence today? And if yes, in which areas and districts?
Yes, today we saw a very different Imphal and Manipur than yesterday or day before yesterday. Today there was heavy deployment of armed forces. 14 companies of the armed forces were there patrolling the entire state. There was rescue and relief operations being done by them, and also properly maintaining the vulnerable areas to take people to the shelter zones. However, we also saw sporadic instances of vandalism and arson. There was a case in Imphal itself wherein a car was vandalized and burned down. However, these were very limited to few pockets. Majorly, there has been, if you compare it with yesterday, there has been relative stability in Imphal as well as in other parts of the state with the deployment of the armed forces. And we can expect more and more deployment, as has been stated by the DGP himself, that there will be more deployment. And secondly, there were other developments wherein we saw families fleeing to Assam side of the border. Meitei families have fled. Over 700 people have been fled to that areas. And also there has been outreach by the different northeastern states, wherein they talked about taking out helpline numbers for their students who might be stranded in Manipur. So very different to what we saw yesterday. And also going forward, tonight will be very crucial, because tonight if things remain under control, because this is a very heavy deployment of security is ongoing currently in different parts of the state. And if tonight the things remain stable, then we can expect going towards more stability as far as the law and order situation is concerned in Manipur.
Okay.